Hey there, Diane Conklin with CompleteMarketingSystems.com. For those of you who are concerned, don't worry, I'm not driving. I'm just at the Smoke Rise Country Club where we're going to host the Strategic Path to Profit events, and shot a couple of videos for the folks that are coming to that. And as I got in the car, I was reminded of a conversation I had last night that I want to share with you. So I'm sitting, I'm not driving. It's illegal to drive and shoot video in Georgia now, and it's not safe. But here's the thing, I was talking to somebody just the other day, and the comment, apparently she had worked at Walmart and in retail for, what did she tell me, 25 years, 30 years, and now she's running a small, what we would call a boutique specialty shop that has herbs and natural products. And she's trying to run her small business, so she has two shops, like Walmart. And she said to me, you know, Sam Walton said to me many years ago that if the guy down the street is selling something for, you know, a nickel or a dime or a quarter cheaper, you have to lower your prices. And she said, you know, it's really hard to compete in my market. And I said, well, stop. And she's like, what do you mean, right? So, and this is an instance where I want you to know that sometimes your business is different than the model you choose to look at and think about. If you're running a retail business, a specialty business of any kind, don't use Walmart as your model. You can't. Here's why. Walmart is a commodity business. You never want to be in a commodity business as a small business owner. And I say small, you know, if you're not running a 10 or $20 million business, why are you trying to commoditize what you're doing? She said, well, everybody, I'm going to lose clients. They're going to go down the street. Really? Let me ask you a question. Do you always do research to find out where the cheapest gas is? Do you research your insurance every year or two to see if you can get your car and your home and your renter's insurance, whatever you have, cheaper? Do you? Honestly? If you're like me, you don't. I've had the same car and home and renter's insurance for 30 years. Partially because I just don't want to take it. It's not worth my time and effort, you know, to save $100 a year. If somebody came to me and would do that and could show me I'd get the same coverage, I'd probably switch. I don't know how much I paid for gas. When I need it, when the little thing gets to half or you know, it's 3/4 down, I stop and get gas. I don't run all over town to save a nickel, because how much is your time worth, right? Here's the thing. Sometimes you can use a model in your business and look at a company and say, that's how I want mine to run. But in this instance, she was so wrong. If she keeps putting her prices lower and lower and lower, especially in a specialty shop like that, she's going to be, as you've heard me say, OOB, out of business. Why? Because she's trying to use a Walmart model for a business that isn't like Walmart. Walmart has huge buying power. They have, you know, hundreds, thousands, I don't know how many stores just in the US, let alone, you know, across the world. They can do rollbacks. They can bring you into the store on price. Because some of the items at Walmart the cheapest you can get them anywhere? Absolutely yes. And other items aren't. My point is this. As a business owner, as I've said for a long time, I want you to use your noggin, use your head, think, right? Sometimes things just don't make sense when you start to think about it. If you just take things at face value, well, if it was good enough for Sam Walton, it must be good enough for me. Was he an amazing businessman? Yes. Did he make, and is still making, right? His kids are still making multiple millions of dollars a year. Yes. All of that is true. But if you have a specialty shop in, you know, Tampa, Florida, or Atlanta, Georgia, or, you know, Podunk, USA somewhere, right? Like I grew up in rural Ohio. You cannot use those same business principles from that perspective. You can use some of them, marketing and some of those things, model things, but you have to model businesses and pieces of businesses that make sense. And that pricing structure for her business makes absolutely no sense. She's not, let me repeat, she's not Walmart. She doesn't have that kind of buying power. She doesn't have the margins. She can't make things up in volume, which is many times most times for businesses like ours, that's a myth anyway, okay? So I really am encouraging you today to think about what it is that you have. I want you to think, first of all, and second of all, I want you to think about the strategies, the paradigms that you have in your head, because they may not be true, and they may not be true because someone else put them there. You know, I talked to somebody else in the same place the other day, and they were talking about, you know, they're starting a business and they're going to this speakers thing and they're going to start speaking, but they don't have a product. And that's cool, right? There are plenty of speakers out there, but, you know, to be a keynote speaker, you've got to have some things going for you, right? You've got to have a unique story. You've got to have experience under your belt. There's a lot of things that are going to have to happen before you're going to make, you know, 5,000, let alone the 10, 15, 20,000 that good keynote speakers make. But if you have a product to sell, you could speak anywhere and not get paid to speak, but get paid based on the fact that you can sell them a product. So, you know, sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And as long as you don't know that you don't know, then at least you have an advantage. But if you get to the point where you don't even know that you don't know, then there's a problem. I hope you got all that. Maybe you need to rewind and listen to that again, because it does make sense. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out. I want you to think about what the paradigms are that you're using in your business and whether they're the right paradigms for what you're doing. By the way, for those of you who are wondering, like I said, I'm sitting outside the Smoke Rides Country Club, because that's what you see in the background. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Atlanta. Fall day. We are starting to get a few colors. We didn't get much color this year, but I'm sitting here in the car. I'm going to go run a couple errands and enjoy this day. It's gotten a little chilly very quickly here, and I'm going to take some time and go do that. So that's what's in the background. Like I said, I'm getting ready for my strategic path to profits when I'm shooting this video, and I'll be here in just a few days hosting about 25 people. So here's the deal. If you want these different kinds of thought processes, if you want somebody to challenge your thinking about your business and how you're doing things and what you're doing and whether you're doing the right things, then maybe we're a fit. And if you have an interest in working with a coach or having somebody come in and do a VIP or consulting half day or full day, I would love to talk to you about that. All you have to do is send an email to info at completemarketingsystems.com, info@completemarketingsystems.com, and we'll have a conversation. And you know, I'm very prescriptive when I talk, and I tell you what I think. I'll tell you what I think is best. If you're not ready for certain things, I'll tell you that, and we can go from there. And sometimes we just part friends and don't do business together right now. So that's just how I do things. That's just who I am. I'm never going to be high pressure. I'm never going to tell you something or put you in a program that is, you know, more than where you should be. So again, if you have an interest, just hit me up, info@completemarketingsystems.com. Make it a great day. Whatever you're doing, have a great time in your business, and I'll talk to you soon. Diane Conklin with completemarketingsystems.com. Make it a great day.